This NFL DFS Picks Week 9 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/SGPN and use code SGPN for a first deposit match up to $100. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. Plus, the MMA Gambling Podcast just launched their YouTube channel. To celebrate, we're giving away a MMA Gambling Podcast hoodie. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/MMA hoodie for all the details. Welcome, everyone, to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Oh, we got ponies running. It's Friday, Breeders' Cup, baby.
Yes, we got some Breeders' Cup action. We got. Make sure you check out the Breeders' Cup podcast. A lot of fun with Malcolm and, of course, the Wolf of Oaklawn, giving out a bunch of hopefully winning ponies here.
I forgot, Sean. We will be sweating race 8 of the Breeders' Cup. It's set to start at 4 p.m. It's 3:33 p.m. I think at the end of the show, we'll have to send it off with a little live sweat.
All right, I'm in. I like it. Let's go. And, we got a jam-packed show. Going to be talking DFS picks. If you're watching this live on a Friday, make sure you smash that subscribe button and tune into our VSiN show tonight, 9 o'clock Pacific. Got some friends and family coming on. Scott Reichel, Munaf Manji, Derek Stevens, Bilbo, a.k.a. Big Balls. Going to be a jam-packed show.
Someone did reach out, and do we have advanced access to Big Balls play? Because they want to bet against it.
You have to tune in to the Friday. Now, last week's play, he has not won yet, giving them out on our show. Last week's play, he did give out Commanders. Now, it depends on when you bet the Commanders, because in the Circa Millions contest, the Eagles were a winner at -6.5. But I guess we'll give Big Balls the push there on the Commanders +7 from last week.
All right, I'm in. I'm okay with that.
Ryan, of course, we flew out here on the Great Southwest, Burbank to Las Vegas. Best flight in the business. We have I have status at Southwest, not to brag. So get the great boarding spot.
Oh, yeah.
I go in to sit, and I take the window seat expecting Ryan to follow up with the aisle seat. He's like, no, there's not enough room for my stuff.
Well, first of all, I travel with my humidifier. So
Yes.
I like to – I'm becoming full old guy where I have a backpack. I have 2 backpacks, basically. And I like to put them both over the top in the overhead. There was no space for that, so I wasn't about to sacrifice footroom. And there were I just had to go 4 rows back.
And then
anyway, so we sat apart.
Yes, we did not sit together. It's not because we're still mad about Jalen Hurts' knee. And sitting next to filling in what would have been the Ryan Kramer seat was none other than Shooter McGavin from the Happy Gilmore movies. And Ryan,
with a lady, by the way.
Wait, was the girl in the middle seat? They were together?
Oh, they seemed to walk on the plane together. Maybe it was just random.
No, I think it was random because she was hanging. I know because as soon as the plane landed, Shooter just made a beeline. Looked like he was a guy trying to play through.
I'm out of here.
And I saw him. He booked it somewhere. He might have had a connecting flight because he wasn't. It didn't seem like he was leaving. I don't want to put his business out there, but I don't know what kind of stuff he's getting into at the Las Vegas airport. The woman was sitting there looking at her phone, hanging out while I'm on the window seat, like come on, let me out. But he was dressed as you would imagine Shooter McGavin would be dressed. So
that's exciting.
Fun running into him.
Yeah, I mean, I sent you a text. So there's a game. There's a game we play when we travel a lot, and the game is that I say, hey, look, there's that athlete or celebrity. And it's clearly not that person. It's just someone that looks maybe not even that close to him.
Yeah.
But in this case, I thought I was playing the game, but it turns out it was really
No,
Shooter
I wasn't paying attention. And Ryan texted me. He's like, "You're sitting next to Shooter McGavin." And then I looked over. I'm like, "Oh my God, it is!" But he was dressed in like some like floral polo, like exactly how you would expect to run into Shooter McGavin. So shout out to you, Shooter.
So you don't think he's here for the Giants game?
Who knows? I don't know what he was getting into. Maybe he had a connecting flight. He took a totally different path. Hey, if you're going to be watching Giants Raiders, you know what pairs perfectly with that? Little Caesars Pizza, the official pizza sponsor of the National Football League. Love me some Little Caesars. Fire up that 4-quarter calzone. And, of course, everyone's favorite, the pretzel crust pizza with pepperoni piled high. That goldeny brown, buttery, salty, delicious treat that is the pretzel crust pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars. You get the cookie dough brownie bites. Those are delicious. The Little Caesar wings, moist, tender. Tons of great dipping sauce. And, of course, the crazy bread. You got to load up on Little Caesars. Pairs perfectly with the NFL. Order online during our Pizza pregame, 1 hour before and 3 hours after NFL kickoffs all day Sunday. And you can get that delivered or in store with the Pizza Portal pickup. Grab some friends, enjoy a few slices during the game. Little Caesars, pizza. Kramer?
Nice work, Sean.
Thank you. Nailing the live read. We do have a crowd here. There's always a crowd walking,
inside and outside.
Yeah, walking around outside.
Well, Sean, they stopped to look at the beautiful things. We got F1 cars next
I
next
thought
door.
You were going to talk about us.
And us right here. It's an ultimate two-leg parlay.
So we are live here, of course, Blue Wire Studios at the Win, and Cousin Mush and crew also here. They're going to be going to a Giants-Raiders game. Right?
Yeah, God bless them. They came all this way to see Jimmy G, and he's not even going to play.
I know.
That's so sad.
Well, they're big Antonio Pierce fans.
Our Lord and Savior. Yeah, the Oklahoma drill was happening. Boots on the ground.
The more I hear about Antonio Pierce, the more I feel good about the ultimate get-up spot. You bet on the Raiders this week, and then we're going to fade them the next week.
Stop it.
Kramer, let's do it. What are you doing? We're going to give out our DFS Week 9 NFL Picks lineup. What do you got?
You want to go first or should I? I'm looking at 10 lineups right now.
Okay.
8 lineups to choose from.
Okay.
A smattering of like 7 quarterbacks. How gross do you want to get today?
Well, depending on your gross level,
I'll give you 3 choices. Do you want gross, extra gross, or Josh McDaniels reinstated gross?
Oh, wow. Dude, that is tough. I'll go I'll go extra gross. But I told you who my quarterback is. So if you consider him extra gross, I think you're way off.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
You forced my hand. Deshaun Watson.
Oh, wow.
$5,400. He's back.
Wow.
It's a great matchup. Blowout potential.
I'm not touching Deshaun Watson.
He's got to get right. By the way, Sean just saved you from a Derek Carr lineup. You're welcome. Deshaun Watson, let me pull up. He's ridiculously cheap. It's a weird week for quarterbacks, I thought. Scrolling around, you have like
no Mahomes, no Tua, no Burrow, no Josh Allen.
No, a lot of the good guys. You look at the pricing, and 3 of the top 6 guys are probably not going to play in Fields, Cousins, and Stafford. So you're either going Lamar, Hurts, or you're just finding something better down the board. So $5,400, pretty incredible savings for Deshaun Watson. Going out on a limb here, this is a GPP play, Sean.
Tournaments only.
Tournaments only. Again, gets you into that Arizona game. I do think there's going to be some scoring in this one by the Cleveland Browns. And like we said when we previewed this game on the Pick Show, could this turn into a blowout if Deshaun Watson plays and he is back? Absolutely, $5,400.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw it, but when we were getting ready for the show, they did announce Deshaun Watson officially is going to start this week.
Oh yeah, you must not follow me on X. That's been out there for a little bit already.
Well, it was seemingly trending that way.
What did I say on the Wednesday show? Had the zip on the ball.
Well, but he's the one who sounds so hesitant. Meanwhile, every other quarterback's like, I'm definitely playing. I'm going to be playing. And Deshaun Watson's the guy's like, I don't know. We'll see.
This could be the greatest play of my life or the worst play of my life.
He doesn't sound like he wants to play, which we are taking the Cleveland Browns in the Circus Survivor, Ryan. Are we worried about Deshaun Watson in there? Part of me
Arizona's trying to lose.
But part of me thinks playing it safe with P.J. Walker is almost a better outcome for this Browns team.
No. Deshaun Watson, $5,400. Your turn.
PJ Walker isn't great. Brian, what if I told you I spent less money on quarterback, specifically $500 less?
That's impressive, but there are a lot of delicious options down the board.
There is.
Taylor Heineke, 5,000. Is that who you went with?
No, but
Bryce Young, 5,100. Gardner Minshew, 5,200.
You could talk me into Taylor Heineke, but no,
You love Baker Mayfield, 5,200.
I'm going with Special Bagent 17, a.k.a. Tyson Bagent, a.k.a. the Bears quarterback. Only $4,900. I think this game, this to me is just a classic dome game where the scoring gets out of hand, almost similar to the Colts Saints game last week. I think this really could end up being a high-scoring game on both sides. I think Tyson Bagent, I thought he looked okay against the Chargers. I understand this is a tough spot for them, back-to-back road spot, but as I mentioned on the prop show, I like him to score a rushing touchdown. So if you can get a rushing touchdown from Tyson Bagent, maybe 200, 250 passing, maybe even 2 rushing touchdowns. He has 9 carries so far in the NFL, 2 of which are for a touchdown. Give me Tyson Bagent, $4,900.
All right. I mean, 4,900 also Mac Jones. If you're into some diet, I do have a Mac Jones lineup.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
It looks gross, though. It's tough. It's a great matchup, I understand. Also, beneath him, you have Mr. Hall up there in Minnesota.
Hall is interesting, too.
Maybe he gets loose with his legs.
And we're going to be giving out some anytime touchdowns, first touchdowns, last touchdown, or ladder props, more ladder props on the VSiN show. So I think we could be hearing some more about Jaren Hall. I know CJ, also a Jaren Hall believer. Rookie quarterbacks like Tyson Bagent, like Jaren Hall, they're playing for their lives. Like this could be the only NFL game Jaren Hall starts. You don't think he's going to run when given the chance? Like, it's instinctual.
Yeah, plus he went to the same school as Taysom Hill. They teach him how to run there. I wonder if he can play tight end. Maybe that's what he moves to when Dobbs gets the job. All right, Sean, running back 1. This feels like a lock in a lot of my lineups. Jonathan Taylor, 6,400. We had that weird situation. We discussed this on the prop show, I believe, Sean. But the weird situation last week, he 95 yards on 11 carries, and then poof, disappears. Yeah, and now they're talking about it. It kind of almost seems like the coaching staff was like that was maybe a mistake.
Our bad.
And now he's still only 6,400 against the worst rushing defense in the league. 32nd DVOA, 32nd adjusted line yards on defense. So it seems like an auto play. Maybe he'll be popular. Don't care. Jonathan Taylor, 6,400.
Yeah. I mean, I like Jonathan Taylor a lot.
Gardner Minshew has started this year, have averaged 60 points. 4 games, 240 points in those starts. So if you're a totals guy, look over, but I'll take Jonathan Taylor here.
Yeah, I'm going bring back one of 2 bringbacks, Ryan. You love that correlation. Alvin Kamara, $8,100. He's chalky, but that's what's great about playing Tyson Bagent. No one's going to have Tyson Bagent, so if he just does anything, I can be kind of chalky with some of the other positions, and you can spend a ton of money. I mean, the Alvin Kamara in the passing game has been bonkers. I mean, he's had 2 14-target games, 2 games in which he had 12 catches, 13 catches. Last game, you could say almost a down game for him. 17 for 59, 4 catches, 1 rushing touchdown, 1 receiving touchdown. His production is insane. Derek Carr, someone compared Derek Carr to the way he uses Alvin Kamara. They said was like a guy trying to quit smoking, and every day he wakes up and someone just throws a pack of cigarettes right at him. Alvin Kamara is a pack of cigarettes, Ryan. Derek Carr is going to burn some heaters, and I think it's a bad matchup for the Bears linebackers. Even though I do think Bears might be a live dog, I think Kamara is going to get his in a big way.
Yeah, also kind of equally strange in the top of the running back and wide receiver markets this week. So Kamara will be chalky. I think Carr potentially chalky as well. It'll be interesting to see how chalky that Chicago-New Orleans game ends up being. Running back 2, Sean?
Let's go.
Stack number 1, Kareem Hunt, 5,500. I understand Ford's playing as well. Hunt's clearly their goal line back. He's going to get a split. He's only 5,500. I'm dumping correlation into the same game that I'm already betting on, Sean, and I'm also saving some salary. If that sound you hear is knives being sharpened. 5,500 Kareem Hunt. Not much else to add. Just again, some correlation to dump in there.
Yeah, I'm also on Kareem Hunt. I think it's a good spot for them at home.
We're fanboys.
Yeah, and I mean, I know Jerome Ford's. What's the status of Jerome Ford?
The expectation is they're going to split carries this week.
Okay,
like Ford's good. Whatever. Maybe he's hanging out with Aaron Rodgers, listening to the Dolphins fuck because his high ankle sprain. He came back 1 week. People are now curious what's going on in here because I was talking about Dolphins fornicating. It's a way to recover. It's like the German stem cells. It helps you recover faster.
And Kareem Hunt, 3 weeks in a row with a rushing touchdown, and he had 2 in the Indy game. He had 10 attempts, 31 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. So even if you do bring back, even if Jerome Ford has a decent production, I still think Kareem Hunt at $5,500. I'm also on him. Feels like a good spot.
Would you pay for 15 carries here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because I think they're going to be in the red zone. Yeah. Still a chance he gets worked in the passing game, too. What are you doing for your first receiver, Ryan?
Well, I'm stacking with Jonathan Taylor. I'm doing correlation a little differently this week, at least in this lineup. Jonathan Taylor, let's stack him with Adam Thielen, 7,500. No need to overthink it. Just going to go back to I thought about getting cute with a cheaper option on the Panthers. Give me Thielen. We just highlighted it. There's been so many points in these games. I do think we're going to be coming out of this week talking about Thomas Brown and the offense because they're playing the Colts defense. And if history is going to repeat itself, they're going to give up 30-plus points to the Carolina Panthers. And so I want to get a piece of it. And if the Panthers score 30 points, Sean, what's the likelihood that Adam Thielen does not pay off?
That's your Panther coming in.
What is the likelihood that he doesn't pay off 7,500?
Yeah.
Very unlikely. Let's go. Little game stack there, Carolina Indy.
Kramer, I've been touting this man all season, going back to the well. How can you not? A.J. Brown at home against the Dallas Cowboys, $8,600. You're paying up for a good reason. 6 weeks in a row where he has had over 125 receiving yards. When Jalen Hurts is pressed at all, he throws it to A.J. Brown. It's a very simple formula. This man is unguardable. He's got 5 receiving touchdowns. He's carrying us in our high-stakes fantasy league, Ryan. How do you not have an A.J. Brown jersey already?
Will you be correlating with the Cowboy?
No.
Okay.
Uncorrelated.
Great opportunity.
Uncorrelated A.J. Brown, the greatest uncorrelated player of all time. Kramer?
Sorry, I was just getting the race up. 13 minutes to post. Look, I built some lineups earlier. A.J. Brown and Jake Ferguson really do fit nicely in a lineup. Get yourself into a game that looks like it's going to be high scoring. All right, next receiver, Sean?
Yes.
I wonder how popular this guy will be. Give me Mike Evans. 7,300 going against the Texans. I think this game projects to be a little higher scoring than people think. Tampa not been very good against the pass. C.J. Stroud been very good this year. Meanwhile, Tampa, once they fall behind, they have been throwing the ball a bit more, and I think they need to get Mike Evans back on track if they at least want to have a shot at reclamating their season. So 7,300, alpha receiver number 2. Give me Mike Evans, and stay tuned, Sean. I will be correlating him as well.
Wow. This is what the fans came to see. Ryan correlate DFS fantasy lineups.
That's how you play the game, Sean. That's how you play the game. I'm playing for $1 million, not a min cash.
I got a chuckle at a cousin Mush. Hey, have you guys signed up for Prize Picks yet? What are you waiting for? Love me some Prize Picks action. Basketball season's here. You can actually you can play lineups with LeBron James and Travis Kelce. You can tie those together. Higher, lower, more, less. You guys know how it goes on your favorite fantasy stats. Put them together. You go 3 for 3. You win 5X. You can win up to 25X. That's right. All you got to do, head over to Prize Picks. Get down on some action here. Prize Picks, what's cool about Prize Picks, they even offer a reboot policy. So they entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half, does not return in the second, that player is rebooted. Prize Picks is the only daily fantasy sports platform with an insurance policy for injuries. Imagine just a Sunday, Thursday night, turning $10 into $250. That is a nice ROI. Prize Picks, simple, easy, most importantly, fun. All you got to do, head over to prizepicks.com/SGPN and use code SGPN for a first deposit match up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/SGPN, code SGPN. PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. All right, so on me for my second receiver, I'm doing a double bring back, Ryan,
Wow.
and the guy I'm including.
So much correlation, Sean.
Maybe I'm chasing a little heat here because this guy has just had bonker game after bonker game. But how do you not put Rashid Shaheed in your lineup if you're playing Tyson Bagent on the other side? He's coming off a 3-catch game for 153 yards. I don't think he's going to do that again. But at $4,500 in the Dome against this Bears defense, I still feel like he's a pretty good value.
I will say he's a nice. I think he's a nice double. I think if you do a Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, Rashid Shaheed, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Olave will be popular this weekend.
Really?
Look at his price.
Yeah, because
People are going to want to get into that game, and I think the most common way they're going to stack it is Carr, Kamara, Olave, Carr, Olave, or Carr, Kamara.
yes.
I don't think there's going to be too many people reaching for the double.
Yeah, and I guess it's just interesting because Olave, I feel like, has burned a bunch of people in fantasy, so maybe people are out on him.
He's so cheap, though. He like anyone that uses one of those stupid projection engines, they're going to be like, "Whoa, Chris Olave." It's the same people playing. Like, why is the entire world going to be on Douglas in New England this week?
Yeah,
because he's $4,000 and he projects to have a lot of targets. Sean. All right, next up.
Yes. What do you got?
Let's just keep the stacks together. Actually, I'll leave Nico Collins, 5,800. I'm going back to the well. Again, it projects to be a really nice matchup this week. I think the game could also have some pace to it. Evans already in the lineup, so bringing it back in that game stack with Nico Collins. That's so if you're keeping track at home, I now have an Indy-Carolina game stack, and I got a Tampa-Houston game stack.
Oh, I'm keeping track.
Receiver 3 for you, Sean.
Receiver 3 for me. Give me Darnell Mooney, who I am playing in a ladder. And shout out to CJ for getting me a sweet little bird ladder. I like Darnell Mooney's opportunity.
You ever had a man buy you a bird ladder like that?
No. It is funny that we keep talking. CJ buys these mini prop ladders. We'll break it out for the VSiN show, but and now he's made 2 separate trips to buy little mini bird ladders. And he doesn't own a bird. It must just be such a weird conversation with the pet guy. Like, oh, you add it onto your bird cage. It's like, no, I don't own a bird. Just here for the mini bird ladders.
Buy some sunflower seeds.
You could give the guy at the pet store 2 million guesses as to what he was using these little bird ladders for. He would never guess it would be for playing different alt receiving and rushing props.
Better off buying a Powerball ticket. There's no way he's getting that. Well, he doesn't even understand. Like, I mean, people that bet every day don't know what a ladder is, Sean.
No.
So
no.
8 minutes to post.
I know. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to host the show.
Yeah, you're good.
What do you mean?
Give out your wide receiver 3, and then I'll talk for a long time on my tight end, so you can figure out what you're trying to do.
I did. I gave out my third receiver, Darnell Mooney.
Oh, that's right. I just thought you were touted. Sean's been on a lot of Mooney this week. All right, tight end, bring back. I gave out the Deshaun Watson, Kareem Hunt stack. We're going to bring it back with Trey McBride. I do think I'm chasing some points here. He went off for 10 catches last week. No more Zach Ertz, but the red 1 is next to his name. They're playing the Cleveland Browns, and his quarterback is going to be a guy by the name of Clayton Tune, Tune, not Toon. So no relation to the sick-ass receiver. Trey McBride, this is his season. This is why we drafted him in our FFPC teams. This is why I have him in best ball, Sean. He's here, and Clayton Tune, I think it's going to be Michael Wilson and Trey McBride. So he's still under 4,000, 3,700. Give me Trey McBride.
Trey McBride, wow. Going back to...
I mean, he just went off last week, 10 catches. He became Zach Ertz overnight in that offense with Noah Zach Ertz. It's perfect. Flex spot, Sean.
Flex.
You're trying to get action in. Is that what's going on? Oh, you forgot to make your Breeders' Cup bets.
I did. But I got him in, Ryan. I got in Ray Sate. Okay. I went with Wind Me Up and Noted. I got him in.
What number are those? Because sometimes people can't see the names.
So horse number 3 is Wind Me Up, and then noted
is 11.
Is horse number 11. Let's go.
All right, so your flex?
My flex.
Now that
now that
you're back.
Hashtag Legends Only.
No, you didn't say your tight end, Ryan. You
Trey
did
McBride. What do you mean?
Okay, well, now I do my tight end.
Yeah, you're a tight end.
You just kept yelling flexing.
Oh, you're right.
My tight end, Ryan, is TJ Hawkinson. I think this is actually a nice spot for him. I haven't played him much this season, but who's banged up besides? Justin Jefferson's out. KJ Osborne is also banged up. It seems like if I'm Atlanta, I'm going to be rolling coverage to Addison, maybe Hawkinson. But if you're starting a rookie quarterback, the easiest stuff you can give them is to the tight end. So I think this is setting up for Hawkinson to have a really good game, and it's a bad spot for Atlanta's defense, who's not very good defending the tight end. So TJ Hawkinson, $5,200.
It's shocking to see you in on TJ Hawkinson.
We don't
know if that quarterback can throw the forward pass.
I'm rolling the dice. I'm believing in Jaron Hall, Ryan.
All right, flex for me. Double stack. I tried to hide it from everyone. Give me Amari Cooper, 6,100. Boy, glad he's not on the Cowboys anymore because he's good. Making all sorts of crazy-ass catches thanks to P.J. Walker's inaccuracy. Deshaun Watson, similarly inaccurate, Sean, but Cooper still eats. Give me that 6,100. This one kind of pops out to me. I'm playing Cooper even when I'm not stacking him this week. I think he could have a really big week against that Arizona defense, against that aggressive Jonathan Gannon defense. So
Kramer,
Cooper, 6,100.
Breaking news. There's someone in the YouTube chat, Dominate07. Why doesn't Real Money read the comments? Kramer Centric, read the comments, bud.
What are the comments?
I don't know. He said, I hope my hairline's as nice as Ryan Kramer's when I'm 50 years old.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Maybe he was implying you're 50 years old. I don't know.
I mean, come on. Some people have hair, some people don't. That's not the thing you're going to make.
Oh, Dominate07 making fun of Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney is a great value, sir. He is a great pickup at that price.
We almost got through a whole show without Sean seeing the chat. And now he's angry at the chat.
Oh, come on. You got to chirp back at the chat. Kyle P., of course, Vikings insider. Jaron Hall is going to be the $1 million quarterback this week. He also threw LOL. But I do think... you
want to hear my Jaron Hall lineup?
And Kyle also said he tried to give his Achilles to Kirk Cousins. That's what a massive fan he is. And he also won the Patreon Pick'em contest. You like that? So shout out to Kyle P., legend. And make sure you get in on this week's Patreon Pick'em contest, giving away a SGPN Athletes Ensemble, which is a nice pair of sweatpants and hoodie.
Yeah, well, we should call it the bag drop.
Okay, yes, dropping the bag.
That's how we get our that's how we get our college kids on salary.
A Bitcoin fan in the YouTube chat saying, decent amount of Bitcoin on the Saints this week.
Ooh.
What could go wrong?
A lot. That's not a good place to put all your Bitcoin. I hope you're not laying that big number. Probably laying the big number.
Yeah, I like the Bears. I think, Ryan, my prediction is Bears win outright, and that is a nice swing in the Circa Millions contest, or even in our second chance Survivor contest. Hopefully, people are still alive. I think we have 341 people still alive in the Corey Pinkston Barking Dog Properties second chance Survivor contest.
So we're hoping anyone that picks the Saints, bye-bye. Ciao.
Chris Hernandez in the chat. Did you make a Jaron Hall lineup yet, Ryan?
No.
Maybe we can make one at the end.
Pre-game show.
Okay, pre-game show.
Tune into the pre-game show. We will make a Jaron Hall lineup that's going to involve a double bring back.
Because and maybe we even put him in our ladders when we get those going for VEASA and some more player props. Because I do think Jaron Hall, I think there's something to it.
Better ladder candidate than DFS quarterback, I think.
Well,
everyone's assuming because he can throw the forward pass, he's a good value. But they also did just trade for Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, that's
and by
also
the way,
true.
Something we missed on the pick show this week, we missed the bowl, the Cleveland Arizona game, which is we both traded Josh Dobbs this year bowl. He's been traded away from both those teams and they faced each other.
Well,
that's pretty amazing.
Cleveland should have traded back for him just for this game.
They should have never.
That would have been awesome.
Cleveland should have kept Jacoby Brissett. They'd be
They
leading
should
the
have never
conference.
signed Deshaun Watson. Is clearly what they shouldn't have done.
All right, so are we all flushed out onto our defenses?
Yes, we are on to the flex spot. Ryan, can you give us a countdown to post as well?
Oh, so I gave out my flex. You have not given out your flex.
What was your flex?
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, okay. My flex, he is, some places have him rated as the top play projection-wise. The Giants just traded Leonard Williams. I think Josh Jacobs has a big game.
Which place is that?
Establish the run.
Those guys are hacks.
Has him as their best value. Ryan, you even told me that the Giants are going to have trouble stopping the run without Leonard Williams. That is
true.
why I'm playing this. I'm listening to Ryan Real Money Kramer.
It's true.
And I'm getting down on Josh Jacobs at 6,900.
What I didn't say is, we don't. A'Shaun Robinson's an unknown, and he did pretty well playing next to Aaron Donald in Los Angeles all those years. Now next to Sexy Dexy.
I could upgrade to Mike Evans. I could. Or Adam.
No, Jacobs is a
Thielen.
great play. Great play.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Great play.
Are you worried about Josh Jacobs this week?
Yes.
Ryan? Okay.
They can't stop. They have if Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams come off the field, things have gone bad.
You have to know
Our
when
race
to
just
come.
started.
Really?
They're going down the front stretch into the first turn here. I'll put it over here so you can see it as well.
All right.
So my defense, while we're sweating out the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Classic,
What do we got here?
we
What
got
horse is that?
we got 11-3, and so I'm gonna go defense. Giants. They were the cheapest on the board. I had no money to spare, and hey, Sean, they're starting a guy that looks like Favre from Super Troopers.
Aiden O'Connell really does look like that guy from Super Troopers. I cannot see. They got to show
Here, I'll
us.
give you a play-by-play while you're
you
giving
do the
out
play-by-play, Ryan.
All right, 8's in the lead.
right.
Our horses are in the back somewhere. This is not good.
Cousin Mush is live sweating it with us.
All right,
here.
we're in 5th and 8th place.
Okay.
Come on, we need the horse to pick up the penny like Malcolm told it was going to. All right, which defense are you playing?
I have $3,000 left, Ryan, and I'm kicking around looking at the best defensive option. Patriots are there at 2,900. But apparently that's going to be like a really played. A lot of people are going to be playing
you don't
that.
want to be chalky.
I'm going Houston Texans here at $3,000. The reason is Baker Mayfield on the road against this Houston Texans team. I think $3,000. I think they could get some Baker.
We're in last place and second to last place. Right now.
I think we could get some
my God.
turnovers, Ryan. So give me the Houston Texans for $3,000. Did we win any money? It does not look like it. Who's going to win? The chalk?
Wait, hold on. Everyone finished. Here come our two horses. They finished like 20 seconds behind the lead. That was one of the two horses we bet on. Finished in a pack, 20 seconds behind everyone. We shouldn't bet on horses. Malcolm and Chase are on thin ice.
Well,
although, wait a second.
I think the Wolf had locked as his number one.
I think
play.
the Wolf got it right.
Okay.
I think the Wolf got it right. Fuck, this guy's good.
But
we should have
didn't-
listened to him.
It was 7-2, so we didn't really like that. It wasn't a
350. That's like a 10-point dog.
I know. We got to remind ourselves that plus 350 on a horse race still a good value there. So shout out to the Wolf for nailing that one.
Boy, by the way, Santa Anita looks so nice compared to some of these other tracks.
Classy track.
Beautiful.
So my lineup: Tyson Bagent, aka Special Bagent 17. Get those shirts in the merch store. Alvin Kamara, Kareem Hunt, A.J. Brown, Rashid Shaheed, Darnell Mooney, T.J. Hawkinson, Josh Jacobs, and then the Houston Texans defense. And, of course, make sure you check out Hall of Fame Bets. Hall of Fame Bets, awesome for putting together parlays. We're going to be doing our show on VSiN tonight. And part of that is we do these paper ticket parlays. You know I'm going to be using Hall of Fame Bets so I can get one of these paper ticket parlays to work out for me. The Hall of Fame Bet's awesome. It's a parlay optimizer, helps you to put together just better parlays. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. Kramer, what do you got for the good folks?
I think we were told what we should have done. Remember we were talking about how when a trainer puts 3 horses in a race, how one of them is going to be the rabbit. It turns out that the 6-1 was the rabbit, and no one caught him. No one won. Chase didn't even get it. So but we talked about the right thing to do. We just didn't. No one did it. It was a Todd Pletcher horse, though, Sean. We got to remember this guy cheats the best. He cheats the best.
I love Pletcher.
He knows how to put the ass cream on the horse correctly.
The arse cream, as Malcolm would say. Hopefully we pull some winners there on Saturday. Yeah, so we thank you for tuning in. Got a good VSiN show coming up, so stay tuned for that or tune in. You can watch it on if you have YouTube TV and you got Sunday Ticket. You have I'm pretty sure you got VSiN there or VSiN.com.
If you're listening to us and you don't have Sunday Ticket, shame on you.
Yeah, what are you doing? Come on.
What are you doing?
How do you watch all the games?
I just read the box score.
Got more questions in the chat. Dominate07 wants to know, would you put a unit on the Eagles and Chiefs money line? Why, yes, of course. He also wondering why I chose Bajent, because I really think this guy gets into the end zone. And I like the way he spun it. Got a lot of questions. I like the way he spun it. I interact with the chat, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. You like to talk to the people. You're like Colby.
Yeah, I'm a man of the people. Ryan's over there in his ivory tower.
You can find me in the desert. Then I'll have a conversation with you.
Hey, as always, make sure you smash that subscribe button. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/MMA hoodie. Get in on the free MMA hoodie contest. And, of course, tune in Sunday pregame show. We got the extended SGPN pregame show starting at what time, Ryan?
We got 30 minutes before the Germany game. The Premier League Gambling Podcast guys go live on their YouTube channel. And then 10 a.m. East, we got the NFL Gambling Podcast guys. 11 a.m. East, we got the Fantasy Lounge over on the SGPN Fantasy channel. And then us, Sean. And we'll have things like, we'll talk about the Circus Survivor picks. We'll do a DFS lineup with Jaron Hall. What else are we going to – we'll have my first half parlay. I'm sure we'll have Easy's banger of a parlay. We'll have Terrell's anytime touchdown parlay. Hopefully we get the dick punch for week 9. You need more time, Sean?
What?
I was just rambling to let you finish. It looked like you were up to something over there. Maybe a hand of blackjack.
No, I was.
This guy with the cigar behind me makes me think you're watching some sort of live erotica.
No. You were promoting the pregame show. I didn't want to jump in.
And let's end it on this. Deshaun Watson in, line moving, already up to 10.5.
Look out.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
And I'm super sharp with a Cleveland -8 in my pocket.
Kramer, let it ride.